Hello everybody. Now I'm going to explain you the process to draw a frame. You can find all the instructions in your activity book on page 19, and you have here all the dimensions. It's very important to learn by heart these dimensions, because every time that you have to do an exercise of technical drawing, the first thing that you are going to do is the frame. So you have to learn by heart every dimension. So the first thing that you have to do is to take the tools that you will need to draw this frame. So you will need the ruler, a pencil, and a rubber. Okay, so let's go. The first step is to mark on the left side. It's very important to distinguish the left side and the right side of the paper, because on the left side the length is 20 millimeters, but on the right side is 10 millimeters. So this difference is very important. So on the left side of your paper you have to mark on the top 20 millimeters and on the bottom 20 millimeters too, and after that you have to join them. I remind you that 20 millimeters is the same of 2 centimeters. Okay, on the right side we are going to mark 10 millimeters. That is the same of 1 centimeter on the top and on the bottom of the paper, and after that we join the two marks. Good. Now we have to do the other sides of the rectangle of the frame. So on this line I'm going to mark 10 millimeters on both sides. 10 millimeters here and 10 millimeters here, and in the other line, in this line, the same. 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters, and after that I join these two marks through a line, and on the bottom the same. And I get the rectangle of the frame. Now I have to erase the marks that I will not need anymore. Okay. Next step, it's very important that the position of the paper is like this, with the widest part here and the narrowest part here. Put the paper in this position is wrong. The right position is that. So in the left corner on the bottom, I have to put the 0 of the ruler and mark 32 millimeters, or what is the same, 3.2 centimeters. Here and on the right corner on the bottom of your paper, 3.2 centimeters, 32 millimeters, and after that we have to join these two marks. The objective is to build a rectangle where we are going to introduce some information. So now we have to write a line in the middle. We have to divide in two equal parts this rectangle. So for that, if this length is 32 millimeters, the half is 16 millimeters, 1.6 centimeters. I'm going to make this mark. Notice that the zero of the ruler is here, not here, here in this corner, and the same in the other side, 1.6. And after that, I join these two marks. Okay, now I'm going to do some divisions in these rectangles. I put the ruler here at the top of this rectangle on the left corner on the top. I'm going to mark 25 millimeters, 2.5 centimeters. And on the bottom the same, 2.5. And finally I join these two marks. Okay, now I put the ruler on the last mark that I've made, and I'm going to mark 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters here, and the next mark will be in this, on this line. No, on this line. On this line, the line that is in the middle. 30 millimeters, 3 centimeters. And after that I join these two marks. Okay, now on the last mark that I've made, I put the zero of the ruler and I will mark 25 millimeters, 2.5 centimeters on the top and on the middle line. And I join these two marks again. And finally, I do the same. I put the zero on the last mark and I mark again 25 millimeters. And finally, I join these two marks again and I will have 4 divisions of this rectangle. Now, very important, pay attention on that. I'm going to the right corner on the bottom of the paper and I will put the zero of the ruler and I will mark 50 millimeters, 5 centimeters. On the bottom line and in the middle line. I join these two marks and I have this little rectangle here. Okay, so the last step is to divide in 2 equal parts these rectangles and these rectangles. So I know that the length of this from here to here is 16 millimeters. So if I divide by 2 this length, the result is 8 millimeters, 0.8 centimeters. I make a mark there and another one here. And I join these two marks with a line. And I'm going to do the same in this little rectangle here. I mark 80 millimeters here and here, and after that I join them with a line. Well, what I have to do now is to introduce information. In this rectangle I have to write name, and under this rectangle surname. Okay, I leave this space empty to write your name and your surname, and here you have to write course, and under it date. I leave these two rectangles empty, and I'm going to write here the school, the name of the school. INS Josep Lladonosa. In this rectangle there is the place of a number that maybe you don't know yet, that this is the scale which I am going to draw the drawings here. But this is a concept that you don't know yet. So we are going to learn this concept, the concept of scale, in Unit 4. So at the moment, we don't write anything here. Here I'm going to write the name of the unit, technical drawing. And finally, in these two rectangles here, exercise, and under it, sheet. And now the frame is finished. Bye-bye.